Hello, friends. I hope you are having a wonderful week so far. Winter is truly upon us here in the DC area. We have had our first several days where we are consistently dipping below freezing temperatures, and that means it is pashmina season. If you've been watching my content for a while, you will notice I do not often use pashminas. I typically prefer to work with lighter weight scarves. That's just where my comfort level is at, but I have been revisiting a lot of my pashminas lately, and I've been finding that my skills really have grown in terms of wrapping in the last couple of years, and I'm finding pashminas a lot easier to manage than I once did. But yeah, it's chilly. I literally, in my filming space right now, my feet, I feel like have just been cold constantly for the last day or so. I am standing on a heating pad right now. It's just, yeah, it's that time. So today I am going to be showing a wrap with this beautiful cranberry scarf. This is the cranberry in teal, which has this stunning coppery burnt orange on the reverse side, which goes really nicely with this dress I have. So I am calling this the Tammy wrap. I saw this on the Rapunzel community Facebook group. A woman named Tammy posted it. I will link to her Instagram down below. And I thought that it was just such a clever way of wrapping a pashmina. I mean, you could do it with, I think, any like mid-weight scarf. I don't know how well it would work with super lightweight scarves. But I thought that it was just so terribly clever and beautiful for a couple of reasons. So one, this is a wrap that is going to help manage the volume of a pashmina, because once you do your initial wraps over, the final layer is just going to go straight across the back. Meaning that it's not going to be going up, it's not going to be creating bulk that way. And also in that process, we're going to have the opportunity to add in a bunch of really beautiful detailing. So with the cranberry, I always love to have that beautiful border showing. Which side do I want now? Do I want this side? I'm gonna do the teal. I just think this is such a pretty scarf. So I am gonna be lying it down so that I can pleat my pashmina up a little bit because I don't want a ton of bulk happening down by my neck. So once I'm done, this is what I've got. So I've got a few pleats in there, and I'm going to put it on my head unevenly. So if I had to estimate, I would say we want to do maybe like a 40, 60 distribution of the pashmina, and then you can either tie it in the back, or I am just going to crisscross, which is usually a better option with a pashmina. So you can see I have short end and I have long end. This is like the difference. So this end, it's going to eventually come up and then wrap around the back of the head. So you want to make sure that you have that much length, but not too much, or it's going to start getting difficult to wrap in. So let's see. Ooh, you know what I could do? I can flip it so that this is showing on the other side. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty. Okay, and this is going to come up and over my head, and we are going to do a beginner's luck style knot. So I'm just going to pleat that up a little bit, and then that is going to come up and over my head, and I am going to lay that front border down. Okay, and in the back here, I'm also going to make sure that it isn't too far forward, that I have pretty even distribution across the back. Okay, and then this is going to tie off in a beginner's luck style knot, and I'm going to bring it up a little bit higher than I ordinarily would. I'm going to want this to be about in the middle of my head, and tie it off. Adjust that just a little, and then this end that's going out the back, I'm going to fan it out, and then it's going to come across like this and get, where is my, tucked in. So tuck it in just like that, all the way across the back here. Which, how simple is that? And you can just leave it exactly like this, exactly how it lands. But what Tammy did that was so beautiful, and one of the reasons that I recommend using a thicker scarf, something that will actually hold nice pleats, is that she then went across and put in deliberate pleats, just like this. So it doesn't have to be super precise. There's no exact rule for how to do this or how many. It's really a matter of listening to the scarf. So I'm going to bring the bottom up a little bit more so I have a little bit extra to play with. And then I feel like I've naturally got one forming up here. That feels like a good one there that I just finished. And I think maybe one more. There. Tuck in anything else. Double check. And you can kind of use the tension on either side to just poke in and really make sure that your pleats feel nice and secure. But that feels pretty good to me. All right, so that is it. Here it is from the front, from the side, from the back, and the other side. This is definitely another one of those wraps that I recommend checking out in a mirror to make sure that you are nice and even across, that your pleats aren't going all sorts of crazy directions. But I love this. I did try doing this with a tapestry scarf, which if you know me, you'll know that that scarf is sort of my nemesis in terms of wrapping it nicely, and this worked beautifully with the tapestry scarf as well. So that is it. Short tutorial today, just a new technique, perfect for pashmina season. You could even, if you wanted to, take this tail, bring it around, tuck it under, and leave it just like that. So here, front, side, back, and the other side. Yeah, so definitely options with this one. I bet you could angle it at the front and that would be beautiful too. So thank you so much to Tammy for sharing this beautiful technique. I hope you all enjoy it as well. And until next time, that's a wrap for me. Thank you so much for watching.